our bodies get very weak. For example, stick your arm out and say, I love fresh air.
I love fresh air.
Now, I want you to do that while lying. And the lie I'd like you to say is, I love to vomit. Say it.
I love to vomit. That's so weird.
Now say, I love fresh air.
I love fresh air.
Now say, I love to vomit.
I love to vomit. Why is that?
It's because of the way the brain is structured. And there are many tricks. Do you want to do some more?
Sure, let's do that.
Martha Beck, PhD, is a Harvard-trained sociologist and world-renowned life coach whose notable clients include Oprah Winfrey.
Her neurological-based techniques have helped individuals cope and adapt to an anxiety-addicted world.
So our brains are biologically pre-programmed to be anxious, taught by innocently believing lies, by socialization or trauma. Socialization says you're not good enough, you should try harder, that was a bad choice, all kinds of things. And trauma tells you, oh my God, everything's dangerous all the time. And then it creates horror stories that haven't happened yet to make you safe. But the thing about anxiety is if you get stuck in the anxiety spiral, it just keeps getting worse. For example, I have memories and a lot of physical scarring from sexual abuse, which started at 5 years old. And then by the time I was 30, I had depression and anxiety and bedridden with autoimmune diseases, thinking I could just kill myself. But I can tell you with 100% certainty, it is possible to trick our brains and shut down anxiety.
So if I'm feeling anxious, what would you recommend that I do?
Here's one of my favorites.
If a child's in the survival state and you try to touch them, they'll pull away or they'll try to hit you. If a child is in the emotional state and you try to touch them, they'll go, stop it, stupid. So this is verbal aggression, name calling, exclusion. We don't like her, we're not going to play with her. This is physical aggression. How do you know the difference? The body's involved, hitting, pushing, kicking, hiding, running. This is name calling, stupid, idiot, us and theming. Then the next state we have is the executive state. Now in this state, let's put this on first, Blanche. On this state, this is the higher centers of the brain. Now remember, this is conscious. This stuff is unconscious. Okay? This is conscious. So up here, we're looking, oh, I wonder what that behavior is about. Oh, it's a call for help. What are they trying to tell me? What skill are they missing? What do I need to teach? Let me investigate this. Let me find some clues and watch that child and notice them carefully and find out what's going on. In here, we have what's called the executive skills, and these are the skills. This is the CEO. So in this state, it's the CEO of the brain. The boss gets to override impulses and insecurities from this section. Oh, I can override all that. Oh, you're stupid. Well, maybe not today. I can override that. So in the executive skills, it allows you to set and achieve goals, get along with others, see from someone else's point of view, because in here, it's literally in the executive skill, you get to choose how you see a situation. All right, now watch this. I'm going to act out something you're just going to call guess the state, okay? So, survival, yes. All right, and here. Survival. 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 No, now that's survival. Remember, survival is also hiding. So, withdrawn. What's this? Survival. Survival. All right, now, this one. Stupid, stupid, stupid. Emotional. I hate you. Emotional. I'm not even going to be with people like you. You made me so angry. And this one. I don't like it when you touch me, walk around me. So again, it would be this journey of actually using socially acceptable words. Touch me, Jenny. And it would be bam, touch me. Don't touch me, stupid. And touch me. I don't like it when you touch me, keep your hands to yourself. It's the journey of using our socially acceptable words. But unless we teach children socially acceptable words, the journey stops and we end up stuck in pre-programmed, conditioned responses that in an unconscious state we have no control of.
Did you know that being bilingual and having ADHD makes you a superhuman? Not only rozumiesz te different języki in the same time, but also you can understand languages that you don't necessarily know. Like for example in this video, which was not 100% in English.
So you're telling me if our calendar was actually accurate, there would be 13 months. There would be a total of 28 days in each of those 13 months. The first day of the month would consistently start on the same day for each month. The 1st, the 5th, the 8th, and the 22nd of the month would all fall on the same day of the week. We would be in full alignment with the moon cycles. And what else? You guessed it. It would also be in full alignment with women's cycles. Weird.
Who comes first? Me, your mom, or your future daughter?
Oh, that's hard. You and our future daughter can't be equal?
Nope.
Oh, man.
Wow, you're just gonna disregard your mom like that?
Okay, I love my mom so much, but you're my wife. Like, I feel like that's pretty important. You're definitely the most important person to me in the world. But I feel like if I put our daughter before you, then that would be even worse for our daughter because I think I need to prioritize you in our relationship.
Honey, who comes first? Me, your mom, or our future daughter?
You. It's easy.
Wait, over your mom and our daughter?
Well, I love my mother very much. And I'm sorry because I know she's watching, and our future daughter will be very, very loved. You are my number one priority.
Mum, your wife, your daughter. Who comes first and who comes last?
Definitely my wife comes first.
Yeah?
Well, actually, it could be a tie between my wife and my daughter, and my mum would have to come last.
Why is that? Yeah.
Because she's deceased.
If, hypothetically speaking, if they were all here, would it change anything?
No, mum would still be last.
Yeah?
Top 3 rarest eye colors in the world. Number 3, hazel. Hazel eyes are quite rare, characterized by a combination of colors, typically including shades of brown, green, and gold. They represent about 5% of the world's population, making them the 3rd rarest eye color globally. The unique aspect of hazel eyes is that they can appear to change color based on lighting and surroundings, which adds to their allure. Number 2, gray. Gray eyes are the 2nd rarest eye color, found in less than 3% of the global population. They are most commonly seen in northern and central European countries such as Iceland, Finland, and Norway. People with gray eyes are often perceived as intelligent and profound. Number 1, green. Green eyes are quite fascinating and the rarest. They are the result of a combination of reflected light and low levels of melanin in the iris, which means there's no actual green pigmentation in the eye. Only about 2% of the world's population has green eyes, making it the rarest eye color. What is your eye color? Tell me in the comments. If you're not following, you're probably never going to see us again. But if you are, congrats. You're on a journey of continuous growth.
What country in the world has the highest tax on its citizens? Most Americans think that the United States is the country with the highest tax, but in fact, it is not. The country ranking first has several times the tax revenue of the United States. Firstly, the country with the lowest tax burden on its citizens is the United Arab Emirates. So, what country has the highest tax burden on its citizens? 5th place, Belgium. The highest personal income tax rate in Belgium is about 53%. 4th place, Finland, where the highest personal income tax rate is about 54%. In 3rd place, Norway, in order to maintain its high-level social welfare system, still has relatively high taxes, with the highest personal income tax rate in Norway being around 55%. 2nd place, Denmark. The Danish government provides a first-class education, healthcare, public safety, and social security system through an efficient tax system. Denmark's highest personal income tax rate is about 56%. Before announcing the first place, in the comments section, write down what country you think has the highest tax revenue. The top-ranked country has a maximum personal income tax rate of 57%, which is
A man should focus more on his wife than he should the kids, because he is nowhere near as maternal as a mother can be, especially when you have sons. A boy, when he's young, will have a very different relationship to his mother and his father. His father needs to be a role model they mimic and copy to learn how to become a man, a gentleman. Whereas a mother is their safe place in terms of love, security. When Morgan hugs you, it looks like his whole world is just like become soft and he just can breathe again. He doesn't have that with me, but what he has with me is he feels safe and secure, he's proud of me, and he looks up to me, he tries to copy me, and he has a level of respect that he doesn't have for you. And that role is made more evident by me focusing more on you than the kids, because I know that you can give the kids something I can't.
I don't think the Roman Empire fell. I think it became a church. I think the Rome fell, but the Roman Empire became the church. Where's all the money from the Roman Empire? The Vatican. In the basement of the Vatican is where it is. So, Roman Empire became a church, British Empire became a bank.
I went to watch It Ends With Us. The casting wasn't great, and just just the video. Yeah.
5 followers.
It's just a makeup video.
Oh.
Yeah.
What are you making sure? Like an interesting life.
I'll come down in a minute. I'll just finish this video and then I'll come down.
No, what's the video about?
It's just makeup and talk about the film that I went to see the other day.
Who's watching?
I've not posted it yet.
No one's interested.
Can you just go downstairs? I'll come down in a minute. I'll just finish making this.
Oh wait.
Sorry, it's not normally like this.
Is that the makeup you're doing the thing on? What are you wearing now?
Yeah.
What's the tutorial on how to look like?
I'll come down in a minute. I'll just finish the video.
I've probably doubled your viewership just by standing here.
Sorry, he's not normally like this. I'll come down in a minute. I'll finish the video and then I'll come down. He's not normally like this, I promise. He's not a fan of the film either, to be fair.
Yeah, but what's wrong? You're just feeling a bit tired? You're feeling upset? You're feeling angry? You're feeling a bit poorly? Hungry? Are you craving sweets? Okay, that's what it is. You just want sweets. Alright, okay. You're gonna go get some sweets, don't worry. Alright, get out of the way, baby.
Don't let them ruin our beautiful rhythms. Fire on fire, would normally kiss with this much desire. Together we're winners. They say the prayer of control and some say we're sinners.
Here's how to teach a baby to behave. So let's say you have a baby who's like crawling around. So he's making a beeline for the plants. And so what do? You grab his leg and you hold on to it, not hard, and you're not angry. If you're angry when you're disciplining your child, you've waited too long. Grab his leg and you say, no. And he'll struggle and keep moving and you say, no, no. And if you hold on long enough, he'll give up and then he'll cry. You let him go, he stops. Now, you might have to do that 10 times the first week when you decide to do this. Okay, and then what happens? Then you say no and the kid stops and cries, but you don't have to touch them. No now works. No means if you keep doing that, something you do not want is going to happen to you with 100% certainty.
And you know, if you look at a good mother upsets her kids a lot. Quit doing that. Why? Well, why? Why not just let your children do exactly what they want? When the answer to that is, well, first of all, it terrifies them because kids actually want walls. They don't want to be in the desert doing anything they want. They want a walled space in which they have the optimal amount of freedom.
Here are 5 agency predictions for 2025 as a brand marketing agency founder. Number 1, we'll start measuring community. It's not going to be about the big person with 1 million followers because they no longer drive authenticity. It will be the people that will directly influence and change the metrics for your brand. Number 2, creativity will take a front seat, and thank God, because honestly, that beige era of mediocrity was just bloody awful. Number 3, storytelling is going to make a comeback. We need stories. Lived experiences should drive emotion in people, which is exactly what marketing is. Convincing people to buy things that they don't need with a really compelling story as to why they do need it. Base level facts. Number 4, customers will become co-creators. We're already seeing this in the influencer sphere. Gone are the days where a brand tells you, here's exactly what you're going to write next to that post. Here's exactly what you're going to create. It's now about people. It's about people taking that thing and telling that story through that lens for that community. And number 5, the one size fits all campaign is going to die a long death. Identifying who they're talking to, not based on old school metrics, but being driven by values and beliefs of the customers, and understanding channel strategy and how you use different channels to tell different stories to different people.
What's an ambivert?
Ambivert is in between introvert and extrovert. And research shows that more than 80% of people are probably ambiverted, not introverted or extroverted. So introverts get energy from being alone. Extroverts get energy from being with people. Ambiverts get energy around being the right people in the right situations. So for example, in this interview, I love one-on-one conversations. I feel myself. But if we were to go to a loud bar or a nightclub, I would completely shut down and want to be alone. Ambiverts can dial up extroversion to hit their goals. So if they know they have to be friendly and meet people for an interview or a position, they can do it. But they need lots of recharge time. The reason why it's important to know if you're an ambivert is because you should know what are the people and places that drain you. There are certain people, when you open your calendar and you look at it and you're like, oh, I have to be with that person. That is someone that drains you. They do not bring out your extroversion or your natural love of people. There are also certain people who you feel you could talk to for hours. They give you social energy. They charge your social battery. So the very first thing I have students do is sit and make a list. Who are the people who give you energy, who charge you up? Who are the people who take from you? Those are people that we want to put boundaries around, we want to say no to, we want to limit as much as possible. And then also the places. Where do you thrive? Is it conferences, one-on-one business, or is it friends, socializing, parties? Knowing those places helps you optimize your social battery.
There's a part of me that always feels like I'm manipulating somebody. Do you know what I'm talking about?
That's not a feeling.
So what is it? It's a thought?
It's a belief.
It's a belief.
Yeah. No. And there's a reason why you have it.
Like even if I'm just doing something nice, there's a part of me that's like, oh, you're...
Yeah, you think you're fake.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's called the imposter syndrome.
Okay.
And it has to do with the fact that you couldn't be real as a kid. In some ways, you had to pretend. It's really hard to let go of that sense that I'm still doing it.
Yeah.
It's what you grew up with. So you could be kind to that part of yourself.
Okay.
The part that you could actually, because it's not a feeling, you know, Theo, it's a belief. And the beliefs can be, you don't argue with feelings, but beliefs you can challenge. Is it really true that you're manipulating? Like when you're talking to me now, are we having a genuine conversation?
I believe that we are.
Or is it true that you're actually manipulating me in any way at all?
No, I don't think I am.
And furthermore, give me some credit. Maybe you can't manipulate me even if you wanted to. so that
that's very fair, dude.
So that fear of yours is both a lack of compassion towards yourself and a lack of, in a sense, trust in the other person's capacity to look after themselves.
That's a good point.
If I was a woman in this lifetime, which I'm not, but if I was, I would very much pay attention to the relationship the guy I was interested in had with his mom, because it's going to tell you a lot about how your relationship with him is going to go. If he has a codependent relationship with his mom, you will never be the first woman in his life, and that's going to be a big problem, especially if you intend to have kids and to build a family. Some moms don't want to let go of their precious baby boy because their whole identity is wrapped up in that. That goes to codependence, and now they have dysfunctional relationships with other women.
The guy who coined the term alpha spent the rest of his career trying to discredit what it was because he was wrong. I can't remember if it was Yellowstone or somewhere like that. He was following a pack of wolves, and he wrote an entire paper on the alpha wolf, and he had the leader of the pack as the alpha wolf, the guy at the head of the pack. As they study these wolves more, it wasn't the guy who was at the head of the pack who was the alpha and in charge of this pack of wolves. It was the one in the back. And the wolf in the back of the pack was actually the alpha. He was making sure that nobody got left behind, that there were no stragglers, that everybody was okay, that everybody was safe. And he was actually the alpha, not the one leading the way. And it's just interesting because now like this whole phrase has become this sort of demonized phrase to use when if you really understand it, it's a beautiful saying. Like to be alpha has nothing to do with like big, strong, testosterone injected masculinity. It's integrity and doing the right thing.
That's beautiful.
That's it.
That's beautiful, man.
I am just sick of your ass. Like, I don't even want to date you anymore. Oh my gosh, I hate waking up every single day and it's just like girlfriend, girlfriend, girlfriend. Like, that's all I see and that's all I hear. Everyone just refers to you as my girlfriend. I just have to see you every day and just think that's my girlfriend.
If you're trying to break up with me, don't you think you should do it in a more respectful manner?
Break up?
Yeah, that was rude. You don't have to say things like that.
I was just saying I'm tired of the girlfriend shit. Like,
okay, I get it, but you don't have to bring it up like that. You can just be nice.
But I'm trying to say, like, I'm tired of the girlfriend stuff. Like, I want you to be my wife. I want to wake up every day and have you be my wife. I want everyone to refer to you as my wife. I don't want no more girlfriend shit. That's what I was trying to say. Yeah, baby.
Really?
Yeah.
5 ways to raise emotionally intelligent children from a licensed therapist. Number 5, teach them empathy. Empathy is key to emotional intelligence, and it can be taught. When reading stories together, ask questions like, how do you think this character feels? Also encourage your child to put feelings into words with simple phrases like, I feel frustrated because, or they might feel sad because. This helps them understand both their own emotions and those of others. Number 4, help them discover and live by their values. In a world that often emphasizes goals, being values-driven gives kids a true sense of self. When they understand their values, they develop inner confidence and resilience, allowing them to navigate life with emotional intelligence and authenticity. Number 3, encourage a growth mindset. Focus on their effort, not just the outcome. Instead of asking about grades or how many goals they scored, praise qualities like hard work, dedication, and attention to detail. This shows them that their efforts count, helping them build resilience and emotional intelligence. Number 2, broaden their emotional vocabulary. Most kids can name basic emotions like happy, mad, and sad, but what about more complex feelings like overwhelmed or disappointed? Teach them to recognize these emotions in their body and to share them openly. This helps them better understand themselves and relate to others. And number 1, model accountability. The best way to teach responsibility is by showing it yourself. When you make a mistake, own up to it and apologize. And when they take responsibility, acknowledge it. You might say, I know that was really hard for you to admit, but I'm really proud of you. This reinforces accountability as a positive value instead of linking it to punishment or judgment.
Guys be like, ugh, I'm afraid my girl is a gold digger. Habibi, you expect your girl to take care of you, to clean your house, to wash and iron your clothes, to cook, to give birth to your children, to manage your emotions, to look young and fit. And on top of that, you want her to provide and to do 50-50 on the bills? Habibi, the real gold digger is you. Yalla.